Let's do the dandelion stuff first. Wrap that up. The cabaret.
So I'm afraid to see this surgeon.
Yeah, the course races are pretty. Oh, cool. He was drinking. Wow, I was doing my thing. That's pretty cool.
Slow now.
Shut up. Damn it. Put a road sign over here. Come on, there's plenty of horses.
Run, Roach.
Oh God, that I don't know why that sound amuses me. Almost as much as Geralt. Like seriously, they had to have heard that while recording and been like, we could do better than that. We can do that better, Mr. Geralt voice actor. We haven't killed a single monster in hours. We must be overrunning the countryside at this point. You do have to wonder how anybody gets anything done. Monsters like every damn where. Hello, Temple Guard scumbags.
Another drifter in from Temeria.
Not a drifter. You've seen me like a dozen times.
Hey!
Oh, hey. Like we got the party started already.
We start in G major.
Oh, they did. The place does look different now, right? Maybe not. I think it does.
Well, see, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
No, not all. But I'd imagine something more, more theatrical.
Shut up. You should have been
What
here.
about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary and Thyme wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb. Chameleon's a lot better for a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation. Just a better ring to it all round.
Chameleon doesn't really transform per se.
What about choreography? Prepared anything special for the opening?
We haven't. But Polly has. She's priceless. Came in and brought the girls in line before I could say knickers. Premier will have the audience on their feet, on their knees, both at the same time.
Guess everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. We start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Seems my
You got it with her
dreams
plastered.
are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
Why not?
That's my boy.
Don't ever call me your boy ever again.
The foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking,
He's all right.
and she say anything about me?
She said something that made me think she's not entirely normal.
What?
That you're responsible, got your feet planted firmly on the ground.
You're pulling my leg.
Not this time. One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Ugh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from the Cloak and the Dagger.
You mean you didn't...
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am?
A whore? Like how he keeps phasing out so we can talk about these different things that happen.
She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time, you know.
So it's true.
Howdy.
A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
Ask the dandelion. Priscilla, she's
What? Speak, man.
badly been attacked. They took her to Volmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course, let's go.
Ah, hell.
Gods. Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable.
Yo,
Beg your pardon,
goddamn.
but you are a relative?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
Who could have done this?
That I do not know. I do, however, know she is not the perpetrator's first victim.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No heart? You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who did this. Find him and kill him.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be autopsied. Doing so could very well provide some clues. No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise him. Not unlike a tumor.
Great analogy, but this tumor's not gonna sit there, wait to be excised. Appreciate the help, but I doubt you know what you're getting yourself into.
I know perfectly well, and I assure you I can take care of myself.
Easy assurance to make, harder to back up, especially if you've spent your whole life wielding a scalpel, not a sword.
Look at this scar. Don't be shy. Any idea what leaves such a mark?
A flail. Morningstar, maybe.
What do you think? A blow sustained at the operating table? No? Let me repeat. I know what I'm doing, and I wish to help.
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers. Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Ready and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemmelfart himself.
Thanks.
Himmelfart.
You lead.
Of course. I can take care of myself. You go first, though. Totally.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Think. Sewing up drowner victims can grow awfully tedious. Is it not better to nip the problem in the bud? I tried it at the temple. Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
God damn it. We're just gonna not move anymore if people are talking, because every goddamn time. I thought he was setting a trap. Like, what the?
Time to end this.
Night, night, night. Ah, God, again! Let me put you out. The first monster we've killed in hours.
Of course. Yes? What is it?
Don't hit him again with it. Yeah. Oh, you little bitch. What? You piece of shit. Yeah, I'm using Axie. Damn it. Getting stuck on shit too, but... Do we have a... No, we don't. We don't have any kind of... potion going. Where's the one that, I'm gonna find the one that gives us permanent, or not permanent, but... Yeah, there we go. Night Wraith is what that is. Alright. What I need to... I was curious. Ooh. What's up, boys? Come on in. Even when they're Yurden, he's so slow to attack sometimes. Even with quick, quote-unquote, attacks. Come on, jackass.
Blasted. I kill one, another takes its place.
I know how you feel, believe me.
Excuse me. Need that brain.
Where to now? Up?
Yes, it's not far now.
Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that
Yeah.
concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Troberet. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
Then she's boned. I stopped so that our dialogue would not get interrupted yet again. Cow's milk.
Take the ladder.
I can't put it in my backpack. Oh, you mean use it. Oh yeah, we still have a skill point. I'm like hanging out in the
This is
ladder.
place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Alright, give me a minute. Might be in... I mean, he's a dwarf, right? He could be in any of these, like, alcoholic barrels. Alright, let's look at our skills real fast. I think I will go ahead and pick up this Axie sign. Puppet. Puppet. Because one... excuse me. One, obviously the extra damage is good. But two, it could be used to help distract other enemies as well. And three, of course, we'll get that 40% sign intensity. Let's make sure, was that the right one? Yeah. I don't know how they describe to cast the sign in alternate mode, hold Q. Okay. Our first alternate sign. Nice, 40%. That puts us at 66 just base. So we may go ahead and put the last point into Igni at some point. Yeah. Not high priority, though. Also, we don't get the next slot until 22. So yeah, a long ways to go on that.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Start at the genitals.
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
I'm gonna guess we're like limited time-wise.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Oh, yikes.
Just like Priscilla's.
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes, and some grey dust. Ash, it seems, very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the
Good
sockets.
God, fucking A.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
God damn.
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That hit.
Oh, damn it. I thought I said what? Oh, yeah, I missed. Alright, whatever.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
The hell?
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded.
Check his hands, because he might have, like, if you fought back, he might have hair or something like that.
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
Or that.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience.
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him. See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
Mm-hmm. And a different sense of humor. His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
All right. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
Either one or two. It sounds to me more like ritual. It would be so specific.
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat.
Oh,
fire.
yeah, that too.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer.
Attack!
I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted, drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
The hell? Was he training you at like 10? The guy looks like
Wood
no
carver's
older
body.
than 45.
Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the wood carver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, your reverence.
Who are these
Oh,
people?
this dickwad.
I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why'd you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
That little thing he's got hanging from his nipple there. That seems very dangerous.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the eternal fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job. Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
What? Why did you end with that? That was sounded suspicious. I keep my eye on you. He's helping us out, girl. What the hell's your problem? What the hell? God, what an ass. Like, that's why I wasn't going to press him either, because, like, he's helping us out. I'm not going to be a dick to him.
Streets no more.
At least before they didn't used to kill women.
You, Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye?
Oh, God.
How'd you know?
You're rubbing your face in him?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue?
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No ice, no art. One of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One went so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of her.
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one. Oh, shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid. You searched Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets. Made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
I'd advise you not to anger me, or you'll get an inside tour of the crematory.
Touch me, the guys will be hiding your ass for you can't free.
To save a little shit like you? Doubt it.
They's clever lads, more cleverer than you. They know Eustace, know they want me on their side, 'cause you'll all die one day, and then I'll decide where your body winds up. A grave, the crematorium, or elsewhere.
That hard up for coin? Fine, have some. Now talk. What did you find on him?
Triflings, baubles, gloss-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town.
Little bitch.
Oi, fucking hell, what was that for?
For everything.
Dick. Load him onto the cart.
God, what happened here? Monsters.
No, nothing. The guy fell down. Took a little nap. People do it all the time. Alright, what the hell? Body over here. Apparently somebody getting loot. There we go. Oh, that's right. I remember dropping that a long time ago because I didn't have enough room. And now I do. Waste not, want not. That's what I always say. Well, she trying to get some hang time. Girl, get your ass up. What the hell? Get your ass up there. Get out of the way, you beggar. Alright, fine. Visible wall, I got you. You found the place where the woodcarver died.
My wife won't believe me when I tell her.
Anyone home?
Be gone, or I'll sick me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer. Looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on. Come on then. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft? Even I'm scared of them. A better backing dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. Soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I ran to a mate who raised his fighting dogs. Bought these two mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Tell me what you know about the murder. In order. In detail.
It was like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, Blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered around the blaze and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claimed not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleeding orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. What do they care about some dwarf?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
Nay. 'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf, a craftsman like no other. But you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, 'tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag, and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Fine, we've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Concerned Citizen's Sermon. Remember, good people, that fire can be both a blessing and a curse. Fire can warm with its flames. Fire can prepare our nourishment. Fire can drive off the horrors of the dark. Yet fire can also scorch, burn, and incinerate. This is why we must live in harmony with eternal fire and its commandments. Whoever fails to heed its lessons, whoever lives in ignorance of it, whoever mocks it, the same shall lose his life in its flames. Take my counsel to heart, good people, or you will reap the consequences of your deeds. It's not suspicious at all. There's some alcohol in there. That might be indicative of a problem. What are these statues of? They like... That's what I'm wondering, like, are they the...
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones.
Nothing wrong with that. Don't statue shame.
Murderer dragged something heavy, dragged something across the floor. Statues. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
The fuck?
Murderer dragged something heavy, dragged something across the floor. Statues.
Okay.
Dragged it from one wall to
I was
the
like,
other,
okay, maybe they just did it once.
repeatedly.
Alright, let's just go inside.
Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
Didn't think maybe important to look inside or anything like that. It's like a big painted sign saying who did it, where they're at.
More blood stains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood. Left a few stains behind.
What?
Eyes. Humanoid. Completely rotten.
Ah. How do you get rid of the blood? It's on the floor. I'm saving the scent thing for last.
Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Oh. Damn it.
Eyes.
Nope.
Humanoid. Completely rotten. Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it. Nothing interesting.
Damn it. Grab it. I'm gonna get it. I need it for the investigation, alright? Alright. So I guess we're done here. Hello. Bye-bye, dog. Alright, so let's go check where Priscilla was attacking. So, I mean, the idea that I'm getting is they're attacking them because they're against the flame dwarves and
Coroner
all.
wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Pizza
I shall.
rank.
How do I get there? Probably this way. Looks like. Damn it. Oi! Get up there.
Got a problem.
Hey, handsome.
Hey. Oh, she might have thought. Because I was thinking maybe he's attacking sinners and shit. But I'm like, well, why did he attack her? Well, maybe she was in this alley. He assumed that she was a hooker.
Human.
Sis.
Priscilla's.
Same.
How am I to know? Watch him, see what he does.
Come on.
Oh, I can't. Can't fucking flame them. Why are we doing so many fistfights lately?
Son of a whore.
Talk about yourself again? Hit the other guy.
Take him from the back. Together now.
Trying to get him back as far as possible.
You're in for it.
Who's screaming out there? Come on, poor townsman. Don't dodge when I'm trying to hit you, fool.
You clean, you lass.
God damn it.
Fucking come on. Together now.
Fucking hell, mate.
Kill the horse. You're carrion.
God. They're like a fist fight, for God's sakes. Don't lose your goddamn minds. Trying to get at least one of these shitheads gone.
Let's end this.
Yeah, that's what I'm fucking trying to do.
That's it. Gotta get around him.
No, don't do that.
That's it. You're in for it.
You're gonna fool me. I knew that was what that was going. Come on, dickhead.
Think you'll gut me too, huh?
Yeah.
Up your ass, deviant. Hoes can fight back.
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see? Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally, we'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
bells ringing.
A brazier. This time of year? I know that smell. Formaldehyde. Human. Priscilla's. Man's footprint. The murderer's maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back. Murderer fled before the guards arrived. Ran this way.
Like this knocked over, I guess, and he stepped back. I don't know what the formaldehyde. I guess because I mean, obviously he got interrupted before he could finish, right? That's what they were. That's why she even survived.
Trail ends here. Strange. Even I couldn't jump this wall.
Another sermon, eh? How conspicuous. Remember, good people, the light cast by the fire dispels every darkness, reveals each lie, exposes every unworthy and debauched soul. Not even shape-shifting Dopplers can hide from its light. Not even witches and sorceresses so adept at fooling the common folk. Not the loose women who walk the street and fog men's mind with their charms. Abandon, then, the treacherous and immoral magic arcane. Cover your bodies in modesty and provoke no unclean thoughts, and the eternal fire will expose you for all monsters and sinners, or else burn you in its flames. See, that's one thing I don't quite get, is why were they going after the homeless people and shit if it's like for these unclean people? I thought I'd try it. You never know. He says he couldn't, but you know, you never know.
So, what is it?
I gotta tell her.
Think I know what happened here. Priscilla fought back, her assailant retreated, and knocked over the brazier.
Spilled that formaldehyde too, I guess.
Someone must have heard it. Maybe saw something, started hollering. Guards showed up. Murderer didn't finish the job, didn't cover his tracks. Just collected himself and leapt over the wall. Trail ends there.
You divined all this from a pile of rubbish and a few prints in the mud.
Do that practically every day in my profession. And practice makes perfect.
True enough. Just like I can tell right off if a pent'll pay or try to wriggle out of it.
That particular skill I could use myself. Take care now. And I got a murderer to catch.
Well, this quest line has definitely taken a unexpected turn, to say the least.